What's good, everyone? This is DJ's Raw and Cut Truth, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need, joined by the Honorable Coach Joe. How you doing, OG?
I'm doing great there, DJ. I'm really good this morning. Another opportunity to come before the family and talk about our boys. So I'm happy
Oh,
about
yeah.
that.
No doubt,
Yeah.
no
How you
doubt.
doing this morning?
Man, I'm doing great. Energized. Wanted to talk with the family about Lamelo Ball, Lonzo. We're going to keep it all the way real today. Uh, no matter who you root for, we're going to spit raw truth this morning, this evening, wherever you're at. We're going to spit that raw truth. For those in the chat, make sure to share this video in all your social media platforms. As you know, I'm not doing social media. So share this video so we can have a more broader discussion. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. But before we do that, before we talk about the strengths and weaknesses, I want to say shout out to Rap God. He says salute, raw truth, no doubt. Shout out to Lewis. He says, "What's up?" Mike Lare. He said, "What's up, family?" Quell Davis. He said, "What's up, DJ Raw Truth?" And anything you want to say, Coach Joe, before we go in?
Well, I just want to say good morning to the family. How y'all doing this morning, fam? It's good to see everybody in here. Rap God, Lux, Mike Larry, Coel Davis. It's good to see some of the family in here this morning. How y'all doing this morning? Hope y'all doing good wherever you at, wherever you listening at. If it's afternoon, good afternoon. Still
Yes,
morning
sir.
on the West Coast here.
So, Coach Joe, we're going to start with Lamelo. We're going to start out. I'm going to start with weakness and strengths. How you like
Okay.
that?
I like
So,
that.
so we're going to do Lamelo first. Lamelo's, and shout out to Luis. He said, Chicago, Chicago, stand up.
Lux, what's up, Chicago? Homeboy, I'm from Chicago too. What's up, Quell Davis? What's up? Hey, Mellow Ball, that show he put on yesterday, huh? We
Woo,
loved that
woo.
show he put on yesterday, didn't we?
Oh, man. I see you, Rare
Yes,
Family.
sir. There's Rare Family. What's up, Rare Family? HL Kid, there he is, the young G. What's up, young G? Good to see my Compton young G. What's up in there? So good to
Yeah,
see
man.
you.
Gunna Boy, man. Y'all cooking right now, man. Y'all showing love
Okay.
early.
Yes.
So, Coach Joe, um, let's start with LaMelo's weaknesses first. He's
Okay.
very talented. What
Yes.
are some things that LaMelo has to work on?
Well, for me, DJ, I think the first thing is clearly he's got to get stronger and bigger, So I believe that, and yesterday's game showed me a lot. Okay, DJ. So to keep it real, the only thing I can think that comes to the top of my head that Lamelo needs to get better at, that might be a bit of a weakness, is his body. That he isn't
Mm-hmm.
strong enough. He maybe not be strong enough yet or big enough yet. Ain't gotten to that man body yet. But I think that everything else he checks. I think just his strength and getting bigger. I think that's what needs to happen.
I'm glad you pointed out strength because I believe strength will improve shot making. He makes good
Mm,
enough shots already. He's just not elite, which is okay. Um, it helps with defense, guarding bigger guards with more mass,
mm,
and it helps with contact. So one thing I respect about LaMelo, he attacks the basket.
mm,
He gets hit really hard, and,
mm.
and added strength can help with durability. The refs, as you know, are not calling anything, so he has to gain some muscle mass to help with that. But besides that, uh, he's had a great start. Not a good start, but a great start. This man, young man, is a killer, man. Had a bad game against Memphis, comes out and started to wreck shop. I mean, he's built for this, man. He's built for this. Shout out to Kwame Fahu. He says if you look at Melo's 3-point shot, it was hitting the front of the rim, all bounce. It's all cashing in you.
For me, call me failure, or the reason it's been hitting the front of the rim to me is that he hasn't gotten his legs quite yet. Okay, he hasn't gotten his legs quite yet, and I think he's building on that. And just so you know, family, when the ball is hitting, when it's short, that's a legs issue. Okay, so just
Right.
know that that's a legs issue when the ball is short. When it's going left or right, then that's a release issue. See, so for me, Mello is playing both sides of the ball. If y'all noticed yesterday, he picked Carl Lowry up full court a lot of times. He was picking him up straight at the full court. And see, they have this expectation of him. Miles talked about it as well, that Mello is going to be, they're looking for him to be a better defender. So I think he's just getting used to it. I think he's
Hmm.
just getting used to being this lockdown, kind of what Lonzo did the other day. So I think that's what's going on with Mello. And once he gets his legs, they got. I think that we're gonna see him knocking them threes down the way at a better clip than he did last year.
No, spot on. Let me read this question. I know this video is about the strengths and weakness of Lamelo and Lonzo Ball, but I'll answer this question because HL Kid is a good brother. He said, "Question: Do you think LiAngelo Ball will get drafted in the G League?"
I think he will get drafted. And I think because again, I've said all along that I think Melo is an elite NBA shooter. Okay, I don't think he's just a regular NBA shooter. I think he's an elite NBA shooter. And so we know what a premium. And yesterday's game was kind of a harbinger of what we're talking about, because anybody that watched the game yesterday, you saw Duncan Robinson what a knockdown shooter looks like. Because
Mhm.
because the threes that he took yesterday, he didn't make all of them, but the ones he did, you could see them things hit nothing but bottom and draws. Okay, bottoms and draws. That's it.
Like, yeah, shout
like
out.
them, like them undies flapping in the wind, DJ, on the summertime breeze. Go ahead, DJ.
No doubt. Shout out to Belly Place. He said, "Coach here today. Let's go. What's up, crew?" Call me for who said, "Fats Coach. Let's go." Rare Family says, "Yeah, I hope Melo can start knocking down the jumpers constantly." Well, he is attacking the best. We're about to show the good things about LaMelo. Um, One thing I want to say a weakness, and it can be rectified. OG,
Mm-hmm.
I see you, Shanika Ryan. She said, "DJ Coach Raw Cut True." Shout out to you.
Yes.
Shout out to the sisters who support Raw Truth. You
Yes.
are
Yes.
all
Shout out.
appreciated. You all have a voice, and we love y'all. And I appreciate every single one of y'all. So LaMelo is a pesky defender, but he's not a man-to-man defender. I think strength. When we talk about strength, I think it would help with that. What you think, OG?
Mm. I think you're absolutely right. I think also reps. See, reps. See, that's what I think, that Melo needs. And I saw a big improvement yesterday's game, because let's be honest, Miami is a very good team. Okay, they guard, they got dogs over there. Okay, and I just want to say that when Mello was in the game, and Mello was running the show, he was masterfully running that show yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whoa! I was like, look at Mello controlling the tempo, getting the right people involved, sharing the sugar. He was just, picking his spots.
Right.
Okay. He looked like and let's just be honest. If he'd have played his regular minutes, he would have had a 25-point triple double. Ain't no doubt about probably, no doubt about that.
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
See, so he was balling. Look at him. And like it's to your point, DJ, what you said. Look at Melo. In the beginning, he can work his way into the game like he did yesterday. If you notice, he worked his way into the game yesterday. That's one of his strengths, is that he getting other people involved, probing the defense. See, and then picking his spots. Okay, I'm going now. I'm gonna do this. And that underhand pass yesterday to freaking Miles to Miles Bridges was so damn sweet.
Ooh,
Mellow dribble that.
man.
Man, that pass was so sweet. Her family, Mellow Holic, stand up. Then y'all, that pass was unbelievable, wasn't it, family?
Coach Joe, it was fire, yeah. And the brother is so cold. Shout out to Rick James. I see
Yes.
Aunt Learn in the building. He said,
What's up, Aunt Larry?
DJ Coach Joe. Terry in the chat. He said, salute DJ Coach Joe. It's RawTruth now, my brother. We are now RawTruth. But thank you for showing love.
Yes,
appreciate
thank you, family.
Finlick says RawTruth. We in the building.
We're in the building. The Mellow Holics in the building.
Yeah, man. Get the likes up, share the video. Let's have the family involved in this discussion. Now we're going to talk about the strengths of LaMelo Ball. Man, I'm so excited about this. One underrated strength.
Hey, but hold on, DJ. Before you do that, is there anybody in the room that want to share what they think a weakness might be?
Good question.
What do you think?
Yes. Let's do that first.
Yes. Who in the room? Family. Who in the room got something to add to Melo's weaknesses? Any weaknesses any of you guys see in Melo that we didn't enumerate, didn't talk about? Because that was a short weakness. Good discussion. That was short.
and before we go on, we'll talk about Lonzo's strengths and weaknesses after LaMelo's strengths.
Yes.
So save those questions for Lonzo for that discussion. Finlick says LaMelo's weakness equals streaky shooter. Okay, I can see that.
Okay. A little streaky. What I would say to that, the streaky, is that Melo knows how to mitigate the streakiness by going to the basket and getting to the free throw line.
That is true.
See, the best streaky shooters understand early whether they streaking or not. Okay. And if they're a little streaky, what they're gonna do is go to the basket. Okay, they're gonna get to the free throw line. See, and that's one thing about Mello that we never have to worry about. He gonna get to the basket and he gonna get to the free throw line. And I just want to say he was 3 for 3 last night. You know, the 3 trips that he went. Should have went more.
Repeat that again.
Yeah, he was 3 for 3 from the free throw line. If he would have went more, he probably would have been 100%. So, you know, we can't say there's not a lot of weakness, because if we look at Melo's game, a microcosm of what really his game is what we saw yesterday. On the road, playing in Miami, controlling tempo, leading his team, and leaving the floor with pluses, because he was shot 50% again, even though he only shot 2 for 8 from 3. He shot 50% again. Melo has not shot under 50% from the field in any of these games, family. So while people are talking about his 3-point shooting, okay, rightly so, I won't say rightly so, because I just turn left real quick. The brother down in Chicago playing with Lonzo, the big man, Vucevic. What's his name? Vucevic. Vucevic is a good 3-point shooter. He ain't made one this year so far. And in his press conference, he said, when they asked him about it, he says, I'm not worried about it. When I make one, they all start falling. So, you know, so that's how the pros, you know, that's how them grown men operate. See, they're not really worried. And so we saw that last night with Melo. He didn't worry at all. When did he hit his 2 threes? Second half. Stopping runs. See, those two, the one he hit in the right corner, the one he hit over on the left side, both of them were passes. Both of them were big shots, because for time and space, situational, big shots. So that's where I say streaky, yes, but Melo knows how to mitigate it.
All right. Finlick says LaMelo's weakness equals one-on-one deep on-ball defense.
I would say, yeah, he got to improve on his on-ball defense. Yes, but I like that he kept Lowry a lot of times in front of him yesterday.
Yeah, I did like that too.
I thought he did a masterful job on. I mean, think about this, family. Those that watch the game, right? Think about in your mind, if you can just remember, if you can think back, how many times Mello was guarding uh, 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 Lowry up the floor, and Lowry never blew by him. Did you know? You know that, DJ? He never blew by
Hmm.
him one time all night. I thought that was very illuminating.
Yeah, I loved what I saw. Terry in the chat said his muscle mass is a weakness, but he's already improving that by three-way he looks by that three he by the three-way he looks now. So he's pretty much pointing out that his three-point shot, his form is smoother because of added strength. Lamelo does look more refined.
Mm.
He looks more refined. He just needs a couple of more mass, just 10 more pounds.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the homie Swag Buzz in the building. Make sure you subscribe to his channel, The Source of the Swag. Good brother, by the way. Excellent.
Shout out Swag. Shout out Swag Buzz.
AJ Watson said maybe develop a mid-range jump shot when it comes to smaller guards, even though his floater is elite. Last night he hit a mid-range.
Oh
20
yeah.
feet. About 20
Oh
feet.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the shot right there.
Yep. And I think he has that. I think I also believe that Mello was a little bit pacing himself, not showing everything, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest. Because guys, remember all them hops that we saw in the preseason? Okay, remember that going around Miles PJ that day and throwing it down backwards easily. So we ain't seen that. We ain't seeing that Mellow yet. You guys do know that, right?
Yeah, I
The
think he's going
Mellow
through
who is improved, huh, DJ?
to add on to that OG. I think he's not going through the motion, but he's working on his weaknesses.
Yes,
Clearly working on
exactly.
his weaknesses.
Using preseason like it's supposed to be used
Mm-hmm.
to work on to now show and what you've been doing in the summertime. And I thought this was very interesting too with Melo last night. A strength of his. Um, he tweaked his back or something yesterday, and I think it was on a screen. I think I remember seeing him. He got hit pretty hard, and he was holding it for a little bit. But I like that JB didn't take him out the game. I like that. No, you're not coming out. You gotta stay in there. And I like that Melo probably didn't want to come out the game, and so he worked through it. To the second half, we didn't even see him doing that at all. Did you notice that, DJ?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Mm.
And we'll give JB props when he does something right.
Yes, we got to get JB. Yeah, we're not gonna bang on him when because a broken clock is right 2 times a day, and we're not gonna say that it's not right when it's 2 times a day. So
Right.
we're gonna give him his props when he's right, when he's pulling the right strings.
Coach Joe,
See,
you gonna like this. Finks Lit says LaMelo isn't really bad at anything. He just has areas that are not as strong as others. Oh my.
woo, there it is. I couldn't have
Talk
said
to
it
him.
better. Fitlet, I couldn't have said it better. And I know people gonna bang on us because when it come time to doing Big Bro, we gonna say a little something different, and y'all gonna say we hating, but we really not hating. We really just showing you what the real deal is. This was I gotta tell y'all, this performance yesterday, family. Come on, can y'all just remember, DJ? I know you remember. Last year when they played Miami, they got beat like the brakes beat off of them. They were so outmanned, so out toughed, so out physical. Am I lying, DJ?
No, you keep it in 100 with it, man.
And the only person they were missing last night was Jimmy. And look at all
Mm-hmm.
those people that the Hornets were missing. Only 2 starters in the lineup for Charlotte, who already is undermanned against Miami. Came down. Look, started the game out, came down. In the beginning, got down a little bit. Did they panic? Nope. Did they start doing silly stuff? Nope. Stayed with it. Mello kept guarding. I think this, DJ. I think Mello has found something in this guarding. I think that he's going to use that to gauge his offense. And this is what I mean. When the games start, I believe that Melo's going to concentrate mostly on distributing and defending to get himself into the flow of the game. And that's that's what I kind of think he's gonna do.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing. Most fans, let's be honest, they want to see LaMelo score. They want to see him turn up. They may not like it at first, but I guarantee you, LaMelo will average the points, stats, assists, etc. And you look at the game like, how in the hell did he have 25 points and 10 assists and 7 rebounds?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because this brother has a cerebral mind. It's like chess with him. He sees what the team is trying to do. And once he finds a weakness, he exploits the weakness.
Facts.
Did you see that move he did where he drove to the basket? And I think it was another mid-range floater. It's like a mixture of a mid-range floater, and he drew the foul. He knew the defender was going to muscle him up.
Was that the one that was on the side where he shot the jump in on the side?
Yeah, the and one.
And went out of bounds and got the and one?
Yes.
Yes, I remember, yes. Go ahead, DJ.
I was looking at him. But that showed me the creativity that he has. And we're about to go to his strengths. Let me read a couple comments before we do. AJ Watson says maybe develop a mid-range jump shot when it comes to I already read that one. Ant Learn said he hit the mid-range, but it's still not fluent. But that will come in time. Yeah, it will come in time. That's why I'm so excited with his progression. The mental that this kid has, he does not give up. He's a fighter. He's a winner. He's all about doing what it takes to win games. And he's not going to be one-dimensional. Swag Buzz says we have to. JB's not going anywhere soon, so we have to live with that. With him.
Thanks.
Man, you ain't lying about that. You ain't lying about that, man.
No, you ain't lying, brother.
Quell Davis says strengths can equate to him averaging a triple-double for several streaks in his career. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh yeah. He as y'all saw last night, that was I got to give Borrego credit in this respect, that he saw that Mello was doing his thing, and I didn't see a whole lot of interference.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that.
More than like I love it. I love it. Love it.
Yes, we love it. You ain't lying. Love it. I don't like it. I love
it. Shout out to Fat Pat, Houston legend. He used to say, "Love it, man."
Love it, man.
Quell Davis says, "Them Hills and Chino Hills did that." Man, you ain't lying about that, brother.
Facts.
Cine Cash says, "Does the panel have an issue with both LaMelo and Lonzo flying out of bounds when contesting the three-point shot? Is the fundamental closeout or box out missing?" You see that comment?
I do see that. For myself, you're supposed to close out on a hand, and you're supposed to close out on the side. So if you close out on the side where the out of bounds is, then you're going to go out of bounds. What coaches typically want is they want you to contest without fouling, and that's the one. That's one of the ways to contest without fouling is to go flyby, call flybys, to do a flyby, contest flyby, and so Mello's good at doing that. Lonzo is too.
All right, now we're about to talk about the strengths. We're about to talk about some damn strengths. I've been waiting for this. I got the weaknesses out the way.
Yes. We're going to do the bad? That's the ugly. See, the weaknesses are the ugly.
Okay.
What's the bad? Like not bad as in not good, bad as in bad. Woo-wee.
Man,
He bad.
I'm
That
trying.
bad.
Okay, if I'm going the ugly for Lamelo, he is not elite athletically. He's quicker than fast, but he is not elite.
Facts. He's not elite. I agree with that. He's not athletically elite. I agree with that.
I mean, I've always said that Lonzo
More
pure
athletic.
athleticism is he has that advantage to a T.
Facts. If we're
Uh,
comparing.
yes.
See,
LaMelo
see,
Ball, if
go
he
ahead.
ran a 40, it would not be a fast 40 time.
Yeah, I think my grandmother would beat him. No, I'm just kidding. Not really.
Oh, Quell Davis says Melo's reaction time. That's a good one too.
To me, his reaction time is very good. That's what all those deflections are, all of those tip balls, and he's got great reaction time to me. Great and fast hands too. Did y'all notice he got he hit it he hit quite a few balls yesterday. Deflections. See, they count those deflections, steals, all that. Mellow was causing havoc yesterday defensively from the playing the Larry Bird defense. That's what I'm gonna call it, the Larry Bird defense, because that's how Larry Bird played defense when he was in the league. And people didn't complain about it. They knew he wasn't athletic like everybody else, but he understood the game and angles and everything else, and he played those angles. Mellow is starting. I see Mellow doing the same thing.
What about this one from Finks Lit says he may need to learn how to fall, take contact. Too many little annoying injuries.
I think that's just Mellow's way. I mean, I watched him yesterday falling, and he looked like he was falling better. He looked like he was not. It was only one spiel that bothered me, and that was the one that was down on Miami's end, and I think it was a charge that Lowry got on him, and it was a lot of bodies, a lot of tumbling, and I was a little worried about that one. But the other ones, I think he's kind of learned. I think he's learning. I see a little bit of a difference. Fixed lip.
Terry in the chat says Melo's not elite, but he's very quick for a tall guard. I would say that's why I pointed out he's quicker than fast. He's just not a top of the line athlete. Like
Facts.
if you had LaMelo run a 40 time and he raced his brother, Lonzo will win all his matchups.
Right.
Straight line.
That's right. And Lamelo to me is not a Ferrari. He's a Maybach.
Mm-hmm. Cruise control.
Maybach. See, Maybach can get it when it needs to get up. It can get going, but it ain't gonna beat the Labs and the Ferraris off the line. That's Mellow. He ain't gonna beat you off the line, but he gonna be around. You can believe that.
Mm-hmm. Samuel says we don't call it bad if we are doing constructive criticism. We call it what we would improve on instead.
Well, where the bad comes from, guys. Just so you guys will know, me and DJ were thinking about what to come up with, and that came through us. It came through us while we were talking the good, the bad, and the ugly. And where I got that from is old Clint Eastwood movies. There were three characters always he was dealing with, and they were called, and the movies were called the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so the bad guy, the bad was always somebody that was bad but good. You feel me? So to me, the bad that's good, Mellow, is his like that pass he threw yesterday to just embarrass everybody. He threw that thing in traffic. That's the bad. The bad is every game Mello has the ball in his hands. We don't know what to expect, but we know that we gonna see every game something spectacular, something off the charts in terms of his gifts and his talents. We gonna see that. That's bad. We will, how he animates his teammates like he did last night. He a bad man. The way he animated his teammates. He had Cody Martin putting in work yesterday, looking good. Did y'all see that? Did you see that, DJ?
Oh yeah. Oh, didn't Cody Martin have 15 points?
Yeah, he sure did. We always banged on those twins, so we got to give them props when they deserve it. That other twin has found a roster spot in Miami. I can't be mad at him for doing that. And yesterday was the first time these kids played against each other in real competition in a game their whole lives. Their whole life. Imagine this, they're identical twins, family. And all their lives they played on the same team when it came to playing games and stuff. Yesterday was the first day that they ever in their entire lives end up playing against each other. That had to be quite a moment. And just full disclosure, I am very enamored with the subject of identical twins. I've been studying and talking to them for years, trying to figure out myself some stuff that's always puzzled me, but I'm fascinated by identical twins. Go ahead, DJ.
Yes, sir. Samuel says the title is great. It's catchy. Yeah, I think so too. Coach Joe, and including myself, one thing we have in common: very big on movies, and like you
Facts.
said, Clint Eastwood, man.
Yep.
They always had the catchy movies with the titles and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Swag Buzz says, how long before boat night becomes a starter? It won't be this year. The
No, it won't be this year.
Coach, the organization, they love Terry Rozier.
Oh, and they have every right to.
Right.
But,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I hear, DJ?
What's that, OG?
Tick, 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 tick,
Mm-hmm.
tick, tick. Listen, if I'm Terry Rozier and I'm watching what this book night's doing, we doing a sidebar, turn right, and I'm watching book night, man, I'm worried. If he wants to stay in Charlotte, he should be worried. If he don't care about staying in Charlotte and it's just about doing his thing, being the mercenary that he is, the hired gun, then it's different. But if he want to stay in Charlotte, trouble is headed your way because
Mm-hmm.
book night can play. Anybody? I don't know who said book night. I can't remember who said it, DJ, but they ain't around right now. I don't think. But whoever said book night couldn't play. Boy, they Stevie wondered that one real good.
Yeah,
This kid is a scorer, DJ, and he ain't got no shame, no fear at all. I love Book Night.
he got that New York swagger, Coach.
Mm,
He got that New York confidence. And when they put the line, I love the lineups when it's him and Lamelo. Because they just cooking motherfuckers, man. And shout out to the sister Ashley just shows. You said peace also. She says boat night is so athletic. My goodness.
mm, mm. I mean, guys, let's look at this. I mean, we getting off a little bit, but we got to because it deserves to get off a little bit. Okay. Tell me, be honest with me, guys. Let's be honest with ourselves. Is Book Night already a third level scorer? He is. Is Terry Rozier a 3-level scorer? I don't think it's the same. I think Terry's he's a veteran, so I think he's obviously a better scorer than Book Night. Obviously. But man, oh man, Book Night is bigger than him. He's way more athletic than him. And he got that same attitude. I'm coming for your ass. This dude ain't scared in any way. He get on the floor. Think about this, family. They played 3 preseason games. He's been the same in his posture every single game. His floor game has been the same. Floor game I'm talking about. I say floor game, family. I'm talking about what his overall look looks like on the floor, how he passes the ball, how he dribbles the ball, how he plays with the offense, how he plays defense, how he shoots, the flow of him, whether he's taking a hurry, whether he knows where he's going. I mean, all of these, his floor game is starting to look really, really good. Really, really, really good to me.
Man, Coach Joe, Book Night, not only the competitor that he is, but he seems motivated when he plays. I think he's still pissed off that he slid in the draft. Most draft experts had him as a top 5 pick. And now you all are seeing it. Shout out to Thunder. He says Book Night was leading the Hornets in scoring in the preseason until the last game. He's been kissing every single game.
And DJ, look at his field goal percentage. He hasn't been real bad either. He's been actually good.
OG, let me answer this by Finlit. He says Book Night got exposed by Davion Mitchell in a way I'm not sure Lamelo ever could. Well, Lamelo is at another level, of course. So I don't think it's fair to compare him to Lamelo. But I'll answer this. Davion Mitchell is shutting everybody in their mama right now.
Sure.
Did y'all not see the Summer League? He shut everybody out.
Sure did.
Top 10 pick, top 5 pick, last year's top picks. He shut them all down.
Facts. And he doing it in the preseason. In yesterday's game, I can't think of who they played. He had more threes than the other team. He had more make threes than the other team had make threes.
Oh, he a problem, coach.
He a problem. And he can defend like Lowry. And anybody that say Kyle Lowry can't defend, then we just can't have a conversation about it. Kyle Lowry has always been able to defend ever since he came out of college. Just like, go ahead.
Oh, no. I wasn't trying to cut you off.
That's okay.
Oh, Terry in the chat says,
I was done.
Book Night says, Terry in the chat says Book Night has a chip on his shoulder. Draft night, Book Night was talking about how him and Lamelo a good 1-2 combination. He did.
He showed.
Shout out to the sister Ball Out.
Good morning, my sister.
Aunt Learn says the best thing that can happen for the Hornets is both Terry and Book Night play good this season. Trade Terry Rozier, value goes up. I agree. You save money. You can get a big man, an actual big man in free agency. So you could do it in a trade. Miles Bridges.
And I'm gonna tell you, I wouldn't trade Miles Bridges for nothing, DJ. I ain't trading Miles Bridges.
No, I didn't mean Miles Bridges, Coach Joe. I meant to say
Coach,
Miles Turner.
You meant Miles Turner. But I think that it's time for PJ to go.
Oh yeah.
So I'm thinking Miles Turner for PJ and Gordon.
In a heartbeat.
See, because it's starting to look like now. Oh, it's starting to look like I got the thing in my head. It's starting to look a lot like Christmas. Okay, never mind. But yeah, it is. And it's starting to look like the ballers are starting to separate themselves from the okay ballers. And Miles is stepping up. Lamelo clearly is stepping up. Book Night is clearly stepping up. And Terry has clearly stepping up. I can't see any of them. Kai Jones has played. The other guys have played a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. But them other guys, the ones I just named, they've all been consistent. They've all played well.
True that, man. This season's gonna tell a lot. I've been preaching it through a lot of streams. Each game, we're gonna see what we've been talking about, and we're gonna see the weaknesses of this team. But I'm gonna go back on topic because this is about Lamelo and Lonzo, the good, the bad, the ugly. So, Coach Joe, Lamelo Ball, what are some things he does really great at?
Okay, let's see here. Let me count the ways. Family, y'all got time? Because we're getting ready to go in. There's a long list. um, his passing is unbelievable, otherworldly. His confidence, his IQ and his instincts are off the chain. His leadership, his attitude. People love to be around him. He's a fun to be around. I watch him on the bench. When he's on the bench, the teammates want to talk to him. They always smiling. His attitude is off the chain. He's a great teammate. He's a winner. He's a third level scorer. He's a third level passer. He does so much stuff. It's unbelievable how many boxes Mellow checks. High level free throw shooter. Not afraid to go to the basket. Not afraid to mix it up. Mellow is just he does so many things good, and he even managed to make JB look smart. So that's really a trick.
He does. Look, if you're a player in the NBA, why wouldn't you not want to play with LaMelo Ball? A basketball player who not only shares the ball, Coach Joe, but scores. He's the perfect balance. He fits today's basketball. He's not going to let defenses handicap his game. He's not going to let coaches game plan him and make him one-dimensional. Miami Heat, who is a talented team, well coached by Eric Spoelstra, did everything in their power to slow down LaMelo Ball. And he found a way. And when you talk about mental toughness, when he shot 2 for 8 for 3, you didn't see LaMelo pouting. You didn't see LaMelo, okay, I shot 8 threes, I only made 2. I'm going to keep shooting threes. He did none of that crap. He attacked the basket and went to the free throw line and made 3 for 3 free throws.
Facts.
This young man is a baller.
Facts. Elite.
He is elite. And I know a lot of people don't want to admit it because he wasn't supposed to be the ball brother that was on top. Let's keep it a buck now. Some people still see LaMelo Ball as the 15, 16-year-old kid who was childish and playful, being his age. They don't want to see the man that he's become right now. Facts. They don't want to see the leader he's become. Facts. When you think about the Charlotte Hornets, that's his team. And I'm a like that. I got it on there. Ashley just so says elite. Facts. We ain't sugarcoating. No, nothing. Yeah, he's elite. He damn sure is elite. And look at this. Thunder says size, can switch hands, elite handle, range, elite vision, high upside. He hasn't even sniffed his upside yet. High IQ, elite floater, elite layup package, can score when he wants. If you ask LaMelo Ball, we need you to take as many shots to win because such and such is not playing, LaMelo could average 30-plus points. If you ask him to. Is the percentages going to be, 40%? No. But he will do whatever it takes to win the damn game. Case in point, DJ. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. Case in point. No, not at all. Yesterday's game. I watched Mellow in the beginning of the game set what kind of game it was going to be. He told his teammates and 2 of his teammates, Miles
and Cody Martin. He said to both of them, and he gave PJ a little sugar too. He said, through his actions, not through his words, through his actions yesterday, he said, I need y'all to get off. I need you to get off. I need you to start being productive now. We need winning plays. And I'm going to make sure I get you the ball. Yesterday, he was so masterful on those pick and rolls yesterday, holding the ball, manipulating the pick and roll, drawing people to him. He got Miles and PJ nice baskets. See, because he knew yesterday he can't win the game by himself. He needs Miles to stretch the floor. Miles can shoot threes. PJ shoots threes. The Miles can take you off the dribble. A twin can shoot. One of them, Cody can shoot threes too. So what he did was he just got the rest of them involved. I need you. He let them know. I need you. Come on now. I need you. And then when Miles got to the press conference after the game, he said it so much. He said, I knew I had to be aggressive. I knew that Mellow wanted me to be aggressive, and he was. That's a leader.
Mm-hmm. Brother, did you see what? And before I go on, shout out to Finlix for showing love. He said 26 likes is unacceptable. Like the video, it's free. It is free. It helps with the algorithm. You know how YouTube is. We got 70 plus people in the chat.
Thank you.
We need 70 plus likes. This is RawTruth. Terry in the chat, man. He just spoke the gospel of basketball. He said Mellow's the type of player that gets his teammates bigger contracts by his unselfishness.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
That's profound, Coach Joe.
Well, he just got Terry a contract, didn't he?
Uh-huh. Yep.
He getting ready to get Miles a contract, didn't he? Isn't he? People's attitude about Miles has totally changed since the year before Mellow got there. They were saying Miles looked like he was not maybe going to take that next step. Now they're saying, ooh, look at what we could have if Miles takes this next step. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
See.
Terry in the chat says they want LaMelo to just fit in and be a normal NBA player. They can't accept that Melo's a superstar in the making in the NBA. That is the absolute gospel right there, my brother. They want LaMelo to be an average player. They don't want him to dominate. I see their game within the game, but LaMelo's not letting them do it. He's forcing their hand.
Facts.
He's telling the Charlotte fans and the Charlotte media by action, because he leads by example. He said, the Charlotte Hornets are my team. This is my team. And we're in this together. This is when you know a young man doesn't have ego, knowing it's his team. Even though he knows the Charlotte Hornets belongs to him as the franchise player, he has the humbleness, the respect to go to Miles Bridges and say, hey, I'm going to feed you the ball so you can score to help our team. That's the epitome of a leader. Not waiting for things to hold on, not pouting when your threes are not making. Not complaining too much that you're not getting calls. What he does, he attacked the basket even more, knowing he won't get a call. He had
Facts.
to fight. He had to fight to get a free throw call.
Facts.
He had to get hit on it. What didn't he get hit on the shoulder, Coach Joe? By a defender? Just to get an and one. That's impressive, man. Quell Davis, I do agree.
And last night's game, DJ, some of these I was listening to the Miami feed. That's the one I got on League Pass last night. So I was watching the Miami feed, listening to the Miami announcers. And I remember last year when they came in here, they were very dismissive of LaMelo. They were very hard on him. They criticized every little thing he did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it like it was yesterday. I was like, wow, guys, really? And this time, mm-mm. It was 300. It was total opposite. It was the total opposite. They talked effusive about Lamelo. They were such high praise. I was like, wow, what a difference a day makes. Wow, that every head will bow, every eye will close. What? What they say? I don't know what they say.
Every hit, every something about a crown or something. Heavy head wears a
Heavy,
crown.
no, heavy the head that wears the crown.
Yeah.
That other one was from that other book, from the good book.
Mm-hmm. So, Coach Joe, we're about to get to the fun part.
Ooh,
Lamelo Ball. We said so many good things about this, bro.
I swear. Look at us. Look at us Mellowholics just coming all out.
Man,
Just the Mellowholic and it's just coming all out. But
it's
it's
not
hard,
even
family.
lies, too. Isn't it
I
great to
know
talk
it's
about
it's
a
it's
player?
hard because he's so fun to watch.
Right.
He's so fun to watch.
I mean, can you blame us? When he's putting performances like that, I can't really say anything.
Right. I mean, the pace, the way he manipulated Miami yesterday with the pace, I was amazed. It blew me away. I was like, wow, look at this dude. I mean, if you think about the game, family, they played uh, a half court game. There was not a lot of running, not a lot of fast break points either. This was Mellow orchestrated this, family. If y'all can have an opportunity, you guys have League Pass or YouTube, whatever. If you can go back and watch, or go on find on YouTube, we'll go back and watch and see. This was masterful against a good team, a team that clearly 1 through 15 have better players on that side yesterday in yesterday's game than the Hornets have on this side. Let's be honest. There ain't but 2 players on that Hornet side, three, but then they got, I say 2, that Miami would probably say, we'll take them 2 of yesterday's Hornets team, and that's Lamelo and Miles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's just keep it real. And they were beating them convincingly. I mean, it didn't look like it was one of them things where when the Hornets get the lead and then you see the other team coming back and you see them, they sphinx to start tightening up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like last night's game. Okay, and they start, looking like a train wreck. So, but Mello controlled a veteran NBA champion point guard last night who was clearly not happy about it. I was watching Lowry. He was not happy about it at all.
You, I would never apologize for enjoying a talented player, how they play. And shout out to the sister Ashley Just Souls. She says, can't fault me for enjoying watching the young man. Like LeVar said, he's going to entertain your ass.
Facts.
He's showtime,
Facts.
man.
Showtime.
Shout out to True the King. What's good, my brother? Thank you for tuning in. I'd like to add on to this before we talk about Zoe. Another great thing that LaMelo does, he knows how to run a half-court offense. I'll repeat, he knows how to run a half-court offense. That's why he averages good amount of assists. Because if you don't know how to run the half court, you're not going to get a bunch of assists. You're just not.
Facts.
Because what a defensive team does, if they know that you're only a fast break point guard and not an overall point guard, what do? They clog up the passing lanes.
Facts. Overplay the passing lanes. Facts.
So you're not going to be able to get a double-digit assist. Lamelo, during his journey, going to Lithuania, and then after the JBA plan inspired, he transformed into a player that could run fast-paced and a half-court set.
Facts. He did it overseas. He did it in Australia too.
Australia too.
Mm-hmm.
The Australian coach says, Lamelo, we know you're good at the fast break, but we're going to work on half court. Because the NBA, sometimes teams run half court. Sometimes they could stop a fast break. If you play against the Phoenix Suns, I'm giving an example, OG, or the Milwaukee Bucks, they have the athletes to shut down a fast break offense.
Facts.
You put Giannis at the 5, and they did that in the finals. The Suns couldn't even run.
Mm-hmm.
So they had they relied upon Chris Paul running the half court.
Yep, and he didn't do a great job.
Yeah, but Lamelo can run that. Terry in the chat said Laurie looked embarrassed after the game. He did.
Yeah, because Mellow was taking his belt off on him and he knew it. He see family. I was jumping up and down here in my place at my house yesterday. I was blown away. I was just going wow, wow. He that was a masterpiece. That was a master class in how to take how to bring a team into another team's home, undermanned, and basically say it's my show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say what go on here tonight, and then go out and do it. Wow. I mean, because JB even had to admit. I mean, last night at the press conference, he was saying, "Well, yeah, the effort was just unbelievable. I was so proud of the guys' effort, how they played. When he got to Mellow, Mellow was just unbelievable. Mellow, and then JB said this. Before both teams emptied their benches, we were in a good position. I like where we were.
Mm-hmm.
See, so coaches don't usually play that game. It's the game. You don't piece and parcel the game. Everybody's a professional. Everybody's getting a check. You expect effort out of everybody. And I gotta say this, DJ, because it bugs me even right now. That boy they gave that two-way contract to yesterday. I mean, Scotty, what is his name?
Scotty Lewis.
Scotty Lewis, and what's the other one's name? The Russian or the Ukrainian?
I can't say it begins with a K.
Okay, him. Okay. He's a big reason why they fell apart last night because he didn't know what the hell he was doing out there.
Man, you ain't lying.
That play toward the end of the game when that kid went around him like he was a valet parker. I was like, what are you doing? And you gave this dude a two-way contract. Okay, again, things ain't always what they seem sometimes. But it's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing to see this young man really catch on and doing top level stuff, top level point guard play. Not even in his second year, because I said the year ain't started yet.
Ashley just so says Scotty Lewis Jr. and Kaboka.
Yeah, him. Both of them look like. And let's be honest, family. The other team had young dudes and dudes that ain't gonna play on that often either on the floor. It wasn't like one was playing with guys, rotational guys, and the other team was playing with rookies. No, it was this equivalent. and Miami ran them down, and you could see the deer in the headlight. Oh my God! And when you know what's interesting, DJ, about those times to me, you know what it shows?
What a show, G.
It shows who the real dogs are, who the real players are, who has the real confidence, not the come out in the lineup and shoot and dunk and shoot layups confidence. No, when your team is falling apart and you need to stop it because the rest of the team, nobody else can do nothing. Are you that dude? And that's who Mellow is. He's that dude. And we saw last night when you don't have that dude, and last year, sometimes they didn't have that dude. I like how Charlotte keeps trying to remix their season. Just for the
Right.
record, they were under 500 last year. Typically, an under 500 team is not considered a good team.
Oh, they don't want to hear that. Yeah. Oh boy. They do not want to hear that. But here's the fun part. And let me read this comment before I go to the next topic. Ashley says, I don't remember Kaboka playing good defense in the summer league. He never did. You're spot on. He never did. He was a good three-point shooter.
Yeah, but on those plays, he wasn't required to be a good one. He was just required to be a live one. Because what he was doing wasn't what. Yeah, I don't know what that was. That looked like Olay. It looked like bullfighting down in Spain or something. I don't know.
Hey, Kaboka, just stand there. You know you can't play defense. Just be tall. Yeah, like sit your ass right over there and be tall. That's all we want you to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So instead of, when we talked about Lamelo, we really did the bad, the ugly, and the good. For Lonzo, we do the good, bad, and ugly. How about that?
Okay, sounds good. We want to start
So,
with
Coach Joe.
Okay, wait. Before we start though, DJ, for all the ZO2s, it's your turn now. So I'll expect to hear from y'all.
Yeah, where the Zoes at? Where the Zoes
Where
at?
the
Get the
Zo's
likes
at?
up. We got 80
ZO2s. Where the
plus people
ZO2s?
in the chat. Hit the like button. Bring some Zoes in. We want all the questions. We want all the answers. Zoes, where you at? Coach Joe, the OG of RawTruth. What do you think? What are some good things Lonzo does well?
Well, let me start with his size. His size, his athleticism, his IQ, his instincts. I believe he loves the game. His love for the game. His infectious, unselfish attitude and play and how that is so vital to any team's success. You have to have people who are very talented sacrifice, and that's what the sacrifice means. Somebody's got to be willing to not be the man or try to be the man. See, and that's a very difficult thing because you be talking about most of these players have come from lives from a basketball journey that had them as stars and the man most of their lives. And then they come to the NBA and they have to learn how to thrive and how to be productive without being who they've always been. It's not easy at all. And so Zoe helps that process along greatly on your team. Everybody is live when Zoe is on the floor and has the ball in his hands. And I think that's an excellent and outstanding thing. He's an amazing defender. He's a great defender. His defending is infectious. I think it has already infected the Bulls team. I call it the Zoe effect. Uh, um, 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 I've seen it in this preseason that Zoe is the catalyst, similar to how Patrick Beverly and um, Tony Allen and some of these other guards, back in the day were known to be the team's main defender. Marcus Smart down there in Boston. He comes to mind when I think about this. So Kyle Lowry comes to mind when I think about this too, because let's be honest, Kyle Lowry, how many charges did he pick up yesterday? Probably a couple. Even though he's not as quick as he used to be, he's an older player, still knows how to play angles and positions. So, which is about wanting to do, putting one's body on the line. So Lonzo does that amazingly, and I think that he has found his skill set. He's found the perfect teammates who are appreciative of his kind of sacrifice, and they are willing to uh, um, go the extra mile to be a good defensive team. And I think, and it's been amazing to me to see it.
Yes, his 3-point shot is effective right now.
Well, 3-point shot. Yeah, I left it out. Sorry.
He's yeah, he's shooting that thing to the high degree. Um, his athleticism. People forget Lonzo's probably the most athletic point guards in the NBA, off pure athleticism.
Facts.
Now we'll talk about his weaknesses. We'll explain why his athleticism is not shown more. But you see it through his defense. He's shutting
Mm.
down everybody, and I wouldn't be surprised if Lonzo is a first-team All-Defensive player. Um, he's just a junkyard dog on defense. When he is on you, you're gonna have a long night, and you're gonna get frustrated. He guards the best player that's dribbling the ball most of the time.
Facts.
He sets the tone for that. Now you see Zach LaVine, who's never really been a defensive player, playing good defense. Now you
Mm.
see DeRozan buying in. Vucevic is buying in. And when Patrick Williams comes back, oh my God, that Bulls defense is going to cause terror, not only in the East, but the whole NBA, how they defend. He's very unselfish, to a fault. But his teammates appreciate him and appreciate how they know this is his game. This is who he is.
Mm.
And a realistic goal for Lonzo Ball is to become first team all defense. If he could win defensive player of the year,
Mm.
that would be an excellent award for him. You got to rack up some awards, especially if you Lonzo. This is his 5th year, right?
Facts.
So he needs to get some hardware. Quell Davis says we call them straps in North Carolina. That Tony Allen defense. Rap God says Zoe has elite defensive offensive athleticism. Well, he uses his athleticism more so on defense. If Lonzo used athleticism on offense, uh, I think he wouldn't even have most of the weaknesses. But let me save that, Coach, because
Right. We're going in strength right now.
yeah, straight.
Yeah.
JP says Zoe could be an all-star in the East. Let him just get defensive player of the year first. Let him get that first. Ashley says facts. He's athletic, and I like that scrappy defense and speed.
Facts. Like that, Ashley.
He could pass in a full court. He's really an ace at the full court. He sets the tone of the team. The energy picks up there. The Bulls are running. Their pace has went up 15% more. I think they're
Mm-hmm.
top 10,
Facts.
top 7 in the NBA right now in pace. Probably higher than that
Mm. Mm.
after the recent game. Um, But we're gonna talk about the bad. We ain't gonna get to the ugly yet. We're gonna talk about the bad. Coach Joe, what are some bad things Lonzo do?
Now, we're gonna use Lonzo in like bad is bad.
Right.
Okay. I would say his how he lets his 3-point shooting sometimes affect his effort.
Oh boy.
That's a bad thing. That's not good.
You see the
People can
body
see
language
that.
too, huh, Coach?
Yeah, you can see it. It's not. You can't do that. So he's gotta straighten that out. He's got to get better at that. You know, I was a little bit dis not disappointed, perturbed, irritated that it looked like last game against the Cavs. He started doing a little of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, Zoe, you're not really going to do that, are you? And it seemed like he snapped out of it and he started defending. See, Mellow to me and I'm just going to slide in Mellow in just for this reason, because that's what Mellow's doing now. I think it sees the connection between his defense and his offense and the team's offense. I don't think Lonzo sees that. I think Lonzo plays defense because he's good at it, and because he's athletic, and he's just naturally good at it.
Mm-hmm. And
And so
OG,
and so, uh,
I wanted to JP says y'all think so. I want to add on to that. If you look at the games, it's really obvious. Um, Ashley agrees with that. The brother Salmon said, "Why don't the coach don't tell him all that?" It's really bad. See, when you take the fan lenses out, and this is no disrespect, but this is for all of us. When we analyze a player, sometimes our fandom gets in the way of seeing what it is.
facts.
It's a problem that Lonzo needs to rectify, and coach is so eloquently pointing out what he sees.
See, and somebody said, why don't who was that said, why did the coach Samuel said, why don't the coach doesn't tell him all that? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna tell. Let me say it this way. I mean, I'll say it like this. Those dudes want high vibration environments. You see the thing that Ben Simmons is going through right now with Philly.
Mm-hmm.
All of that is simply because of bad vibes. Bad vibes, bad juju. Can't have bad vibes in the locker room, and you can't win and play as a unit and be cohesive. If it ain't high vibrations. Lonzo does a lot of things very good. To bang on him about anything when he is so unselfish and gives of himself so readily that it wouldn't be a good idea. The same way it wasn't a good idea for Philly to do that bad talking against Ben Simmons because of his outlet, his offensive weaknesses. Ain't no, you don't miss your water till your well runs dry. See, it was nice, funny, and cute talk when they had just lost, and it ain't time to do nothing. When just downtime, ain't nobody doing nothing, working out, ain't it about nothing. But now here come training camp, here come these checks, time to get paid, and this dude is saying, hey, $34 million. I know I'm supposed to be getting that. Whatever. Y'all want to keep it, keep it. I don't appreciate what y'all did. When they realized he turned that money down, they went, "Oh my God, he's serious." Yeah, he is. Because he does too many things. He checks too many boxes. The NBA is too hard to do that in the locker room. We do that outside the locker room, out here in the outside world. It's for our job. It's our job to bang the drums on these dudes. It is not for the coaches to bang the drums on these dudes. That's not how you get the best out of these dudes. This ain't high school and it ain't college. It's grown ass men with $1 million contracts who can wait your ass out. Say some stuff that ain't good. Really quickly, DJ, did I hear correctly that John Gruden quit?
Oh yeah, he quit before the smoke really got
No.
to him.
Is it true that he quit? Somebody texted me that, but I hadn't seen it. He did
Yeah,
quit.
he resigned. He resigned. Really, they were going to
What?
fire him,
Okay, that's
but
quit.
you know
He
how they
quit.
do shit. Yeah.
Yeah, $100 million coach they hired, right? Okay. And what did it come down to? Them players said, you know what, man? All that old fancy talk you do and that persona you have and all that TV shit, we ain't down with that. Okay? We ain't about all that here. Ain't nobody coming to see you tackle, throw a football, catch, do anything. So knock it off with all this old you stuff, dude. And the media loved it and all that. Hey, that we get John Gruden. And you see what happened. He got out of Dodge. Because why? He know that them players ain't listening to him. They don't respect him. So you can't. And the reason why is because he talked too much.
Coach,
John
we got
Wooden
a
said it
term.
best.
We got a
Go
term
ahead.
for that, Coach Joe. Chatty patties.
That's chatty patties. Facts. Talk too much. See, I mean, you look at Ben Simmons, how many boxes he checks, like Lonzo. It's only so many things you can do on a floor in your job as a basketball player, family. You can can you pass, can you dribble, can you shoot, are you athletic, do you make good decisions, do you have great instincts, you know what I mean, do you know how to play the game, do you have size, are you, it's only so many things. Lonzo checks a lot of boxes. When under professional NBA basketball player, checks a lot of them. Some he doesn't check, but he checks a lot of them, just like Ben Simmons. And when a team buys into it, like the Chicago team looks like they look like the Chicago team looks now. And my nephew was on the show last time, if you guys remember the last stream we did with with Lonzo and them, and he's in Chicago because that's where we grew up. And he said on the stream, he's a big Bulls fan. They didn't look like this last year. And the main difference is Lonzo.
Coach Joe. And shout out to Drum Keys. I see you, my brother. I'm gonna read this. Rap God said, "My weaknesses was Zoe. He's too unselfish towards his teammates with tunnel vision and head coaches with tunnel vision ego. That shouldn't be with the Bulls. I think the Bulls are very unselfish. Uh, Another weakness from Lonzo, he doesn't attack the basket. When an opposing defensive team or any defense is giving you driving lanes and you don't take them, that's not on his teammates. This is the best team Lonzo has ever played on. This is the best coach he's ever had in the NBA. Am I lying or am I not, Coach?"
Facts. Facts.
So since Lonzo is playing on a great team and playing on a great coach, we would not be, you know how we are with Borrego? It doesn't apply with Billy Donovan. Shoot, I wish LaMelo Ball had a Billy Donovan. I wish LaMelo had a team with Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan and
Oh
Vucevic
my
and big.
stars. Oh my
He,
stars. Ooh.
oh my,
Ooh, you giving
I
me the
wish,
chilies. Ooh.
Coach. Oh my God.
Oh. DJ, woo.
This team is tailor-made to win a lot of games.
Facts.
So if Lonzo doesn't get the stats he gets, and let's say he averages 13 points a game and 7 assists, you're not going to see me blaming the coaches. You think I'm going to blame
Me
Billy
either.
Donovan? You think I'm going
Me
to
either.
blame Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan and Vucevic? Hell no.
Mm-mm.
I had someone,
Because the ball is in his hands, is it not?
right?
I mean, it's just like it's in Mellow's hands, is it not? Like it's in Ja's hands, like it's in Dame Dollar's hands, like it's in Steph's hands. I mean, come on, people. It's in his hands now. So can't be blaming nobody when the ball's in your hands.
Uh-huh. And he did say this in the interview. I finally get to play my game. I finally get to be a
Facts.
traditional point guard.
He sure
He said
did.
this,
What he said, do what I'm used to doing.
right?
Okay. All right. That sounds perfect to me.
Coach Joe, you go. This is funny. Shout out to KNT Radio. What's good, my brother? He said, "What's up, DJ and Coach?"
What's up? What's up, KNT Radio?
So there's a subscriber that got my number because I was doing YouTube a while before, and they, when some people subscribe to you early on. Cool, brother. He's a big Lonzo fan. He hit me up the other night. He said, "Oh man, look what the Bulls are doing. They doing the same stuff everybody else is doing with Lonzo."
Doing what?
and
What are they doing?
I was puzzled because I said, "This is a great team." So you just want Lonzo to take all the threes and not attack and just let them give him the ball still? That's not smart basketball.
Well, this is what I'm saying, DJ. It's so far, just so far. Okay, we've got to pump our brakes, but so far, this Lonzo thing looks like a roaring success for the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
If you're a Chicago Bulls fan, I know you don't want to hear no criticism about Lonzo Ball right now. Because y'all know what y'all had, what y'all been dealing with, how long it's been since y'all been hadn't been relevant at all in any way, other than to look back at the glory days gone by. That ain't no good feeling. So they don't want to hear none of that bad talk about Lonzo. No, they love Lonzo. And I'm saying right here on DJ's Raw Uncut Truth, Raw Truth is this. Lonzo is a perfect match right now for the Chicago Bulls with warts and all.
He sure is, Coach Joe. He sure is. And KNT Radio says they running a lot of plays where DeRozan and LaVine are running the point. If you looked at Billy Donovan's press conference, what did he say? Coach Joe, you remember the one I told you about, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need to get to the free throw line more. We need to draw more foul. We need to take advantage of that. We need to put teams in foul trouble. That's why they're getting the ball more, because the coach wants them to do it. So if you're not doing what the coach
because that's right, DJ. That's right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. You about to go? I can tell.
No, because look, family, they have dudes that attack the rim in LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. These dudes shoot free throws. They can't just depend on. They just rely on Lonzo just shooting threes. They have to have the ball in their hands because that's one of Lonzo's weaknesses is his ability to be a 3-level scorer. He's not a 3-level scorer yet. I saw him shoot some mid-range shots, these last couple games, which I was happy to see. Looked good too. Knocked down a couple of them. So
Right.
yeah, so he can get there. You know what I mean? But he gotta he gotta do it. And if he
Right.
ain't doing it, it's the coach's job to take the ball out of his hands and put it in the hands of the guys who are gonna do it.
It's really that simple. I
It's
bet
that
you
simple.
if Lonzo, let's say Lonzo has a one-on-one matchup, he's taking it to the basket, he's drawing fouls. Guess what's going to happen? He's going to get the ball more.
Facts.
It,
And the defense gonna pay more attention, and then it's gonna lead with his ability to pass. He gonna be hitting dudes for layups all game long, and wide open shots.
really is. And we're going to get to our next segment right now. This is the one, the ugly. Coach
The
Joe.
ugly. Oh.
Now, for
Oh.
those who are
Oh my
listening,
God.
this is constructive criticism.
Yes. The main, to me, the main ugly is when he's pouting on the court and his body language looks bad.
Oh, boy.
It looks so bad for somebody of his abilities, because you can clearly see that he's pouting. I don't want to see no pouting in Chicago, Lonzo. You hear me, Lonzo? Cut that shit out. Stop that pouting. You're a grown ass man now in this NBA. You're in your 5th year. So you don't get those passes like you did when you were younger. Stop it. Stop with the pouting, the standing in the corner with your hands on your knees, not in the shooting stance, not expecting the ball, letting all your teammates know that you don't want it swung your way because you're not happy about something. Knock it off. The other ugly is driving to the basket, getting to the cup, feeling some resistance, and just throwing the ball to just anybody who in your jersey, who wearing a
Oh,
jersey.
boy. I hate that.
Oh my God, because that looked like literally, Lonzo. That looked like stuff that the little kids do. Okay, when they don't know no better, just don't know when to stop dribbling, or somebody big who trying to be little and don't understand space and can't control their bodies in that way. But I mean, it's borderline if you don't improve it. Almost, it takes away from your game in ways that it shouldn't. It keeps conversation going that shouldn't be happening. You're too good a player. You check too many boxes. You do too many things well for something so glaring that you haven't, that we didn't see that in your upbringing. We didn't see you the driving to the basket being kryptonite to you. You know what it reminds me of, DJ? Sometimes
What
it
about
reminds
that?
me of a boxer. It reminds me of a boxer that don't want to get hit.
Perfect analogy.
Reminds me of a boxer that don't want to get hit. That's good, got skill. Can turn it on at times, but you can tell he just don't want to get hit, and that just that it changes everything. That's Lonzo. He looked like he don't want to get hit. You see how Mellow goes in there? Just think. I'm just using Mellow, the brothers. You see how Mellow goes in there, reckless abandon. Reckless abandon. You got to go to the basket, man. Reckless abandon. It's just there. It is. The basket. Got to go. I don't care. I don't care who hits you, push you, whatever. You got to go. Got to take the hit. Mellow takes a hit. Ja takes the hit. Russell Westbrook been taking them hits all his career to 184 triple doubles, the triple double record holder. Unbelievable record. Been going to the basket his whole career, getting knocked down. Allen Iverson used to get knocked down all the time, going to the basket. So this has to stop because this is preventable. So those are the two things to me that are just ugly. Ugly.
Is that it's pretty much the low lights. Him driving to the basket. No one's there. And someone just touch him. Pass out.
Yep.
Get to the basket. See a 7-footer. Pass out. And sometimes most of the times it's a turnover. When they played the Cavs, Coach Bickerstaff was like, wait a minute. Lonzo's not even attacking us. Let's go all big. We're going to give him the lane. We're not letting him shoot threes. And that was effective. If you look at film, you know what we're talking about.
Facts, DJ.
Now, let me read this. Trent Knight. What's good, brother? I see you're a Cowboy fan. Shout out to the Cowboys. He said, ain't worried about Lonzo. The problem, like I said, driving the ball. But Lonzo only wants to win, but have them skills to do that. But just don't. But if he, oh my, sorry, brother, I couldn't read that. But I'll say this. If Lonzo doesn't learn how to drive to the basket, for those who are saying, oh, he's going to be an all-star, you can't be an all-star and not drive to the basket and get free throws. I mean, shoot, James Harden. James Harden made it his career to get to the free throw line and shoot threes. I mean, not shoot threes. Get to the free throw line and tap the basket. When James Harden attacks, defenses collapse. Someone's open. You know what that means? James Harden gets double-doubles sometimes, triple-doubles. That's the good thing about James Harden.
James Harden. Yeah, because he can shoot.
Facts.
That's really can shoot. I'm sorry, DJ. Go ahead. I just wanted to just interject that he can shoot.
I want you to answer this, OG, if you can. KNT Radio, shout out to you for tuning in. He says, I think he is Jason Kidd 2.0. What do you think about that, Coach Joe?
To me, when you say 2.0, that means an upgrade. Am I wrong? Isn't that what that normally means, DJ?
Yeah, upgrade. I don't think he's.
If somebody says 2.0, that's an upgrade from the one before it, right?
Right.
Okay. If I look at Jason Kidd and I think about his career, I remember him going to the basket a lot. I remember him being a blur down the court, beating everybody down the court, laying the ball up. Lonzo does that sometimes. And then he reminds me of Jason Kidd. There are aspects of Lonzo's game that reminds me of Jason Kidd. There are aspects of Lonzo's game that reminds me of Magic Johnson. Okay. There used to be there's some aspects of Lonzo game that reminds me of Steph Curry, but I can't say 2.0 because he's not better than Jason Kidd. He's not an improvement on Jason Kidd. If he adds a layup package, the layup package that Jason Kidd had, if he adds that layup package and that dunk package that Jason Kidd had, then he will be 2.0 because he's shooting better than Jason shot at the same time in his career. And he got everything else. But that glaring hole, elephant in the room, won't go, the kryptonite, danger. He won't go into, he don't like contact, it seemed like, man. And family, I hate to say this, but I gotta say this. And I'm saying this in tribute to my man Dave Chappelle. I'm saying this to him in solidarity with Dave Chappelle. I'm gonna be strictly 100 here. Lonzo doing what he's doing, playing the game the way he's playing the game. It is so frustrating because this is such a fixable problem. Nobody else in the NBA, whether they 5'10", 5'6", or 6'7", 6'8", has problems going to the basket the way Lonzo does. Nobody in the NBA. DJ, think about that. Nobody. And so, in the spirit of Lonzo putting the work in, wanting to get better, I believe that he put the work in to change that shot. He did. It looks great now, and it's hitting. He doing his thing. His percentages are up. He's improved his shooting a lot. So I know what hard work can do. But he got to fix this thing, man. This thing is not this thing is really, really, really bad. You know what it kind of reminds me of too, DJ, in a way, not totally family. So don't go with me and say I'm comparing apples to apples, because I'm not. I'm comparing exotic fruits to exotic fruits. Okay. Jameis Winston, his last year in Tampa Bay, I think he had 31 touchdowns and 31 interceptions. It's the first time anybody's ever had that type of situation. So we got to fix this man. Got a team and organization that's behind him 100%. They want him to succeed. They've embraced him. He hasn't been embraced like this since he's been with the Bulls, I think. I mean, the Lakers' first year.
Yeah, it's never seen it like this. Look at the social media team, Coach Joe. How they showing love to Lonzo, even when he doesn't have a top-notch offensive night.
Facts.
They still showing him love because he's shutting down opposing offenses and bringing a certain type of culture, a pace, a new way of style that the Bulls haven't had. And Coach,
see, because that's right. Because see, the Bulls have a tradition to uphold. They can't stay lousy forever. It's not like some of these other franchises like Cleveland and Memphis and Charlotte. And, some of these organizations, they don't have no expectations. Everything is, everything is Christmas. Any success. So, but the Bulls are not like that. Michael Jordan changed that whole thing around. You can't be. See, Chicago teams, because they have the economic infrastructure to support their teams. Okay, their football teams, their college football teams, their professional basketball team, their professional teams. They have the infrastructure to support it. Wrigley Field, for years, they never put winners on the field because they didn't have to, because they sold out the stadiums every year, sold out every game, every year, because it's a tourist destination as well. So people come into Chicago and go to these events as well. So the Chicago infrastructure won't support them being bad forever. And they've been bad now for a while. And now sunny days are here again because the Bulls look great.
They sure do. And Gerson says that this is spot on too. He said the Bulls media hypes him more than Levine DeRozan. They know he is one who has changed their culture.
Facts. I mean, DJ, I saw it, and we were talking and on the stream, and Zoe effect came out of me. I've never said that on all the streams that we've been doing.
Never.
over the year. Have I?
Never.
Never. I could see it. It was exciting to see. It's exciting for me to see the Zoe effect because it is in effect in Chicago. Ain't no doubt about that. The Zoe effect is in effect.
And I want to add, this may be off topic, but I think this is an important thing to say. The reason why I put the anonymous dude 123, the reason why I left your comment up there for those that see is because I'm standing in solidarity with Dave Chappelle. He is a great brother. He speaks his mind. Uh, he's all about truth. And here at Raw Truth, we respect anything that gives anybody the rawest truth that everybody deservedly needs. And I know this may throw off the video, but I don't really give a damn. Um, they're talking about canceling the brother. But all he did was do comedy. And when you do comedy, you hold a discussion of uncomfortable truths. And no matter who you are, black, white, Hispanic, gay, lesbian, you got to respect that he doesn't sugarcoat for nobody. And he stands for what he believes in. When he was in doing other skits, Coach Joe, like Sticks and Stones and everything else, when he was making fun of everybody else, it was never a problem.
Never a problem.
But when he makes fun of you, he even
And
makes
he
fun of himself.
wait a minute. And he makes fun of everybody.
Yes.
Everybody. He didn't leave anybody out.
So all of a sudden, he does one small joke that's about what 2 minutes, and now you want to talk about canceling. And shout out to Netflix for saying they said today they announced that they're not canceling Dave Chappelle.
Look, let me tell you something. That thing is being seen off the roof. Dave Chappelle is uncancerable, just like
Yeah.
the former president is uncancelable. People just, just some certain personalities. People just are drawn to and they won't quit. Like these Balls boys we talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like these ZO2s we talking about right now. Huh? How many people that went in on us, DJ, about us, our some of our criticism of Lonzo calling us haters?
Right.
DJ, huh?
Oh, remember when I
Does
first
that?
started my channel, Coach
Yep.
Joe? When I was
Yep.
defending Lonzo, talking about the situation he was in, they were talking about, oh, the family need to be canceled. The family need to be dead. Who was the one that was giving the ether videos? Who was keeping it real? This channel.
Facts. This channel. Facts.
Before it was even popular, none of the mainstream YouTubers were doing that
Facts.
because they
Facts.
wanted to tell a hunky dory story.
DJ, it's the reason the Most High had me text you to begin with. For those that don't know, how I
Mm-hmm.
ended up on DJ's stream family and a part of DJ's Raw and Cut Truth. I heard a show and I was just blown away. I was like, oh, him and Rib. I was like, oh, this sound real. And I listened for a while, few shows. I never would chat. I just listened. And then one day I hit DJ up on Instagram, I think it was, and here I am. I was just so impressed. Because family, trust me when I tell you this. Uh, Mark Twain said it this way. He said that a lie can go around the world 3 or 4 times before the truth gets out of bed. But once truth gets out of bed, those lies are on the clock. And and I'm adding this, at some time in space, it's going to be revealed to be what it is. And that's a damn lie. And so it's a
Mm-hmm.
damn lie that DJ's Raw and Cut Truth is against any of these boys. Me and DJ ain't never been against these boys or this family in any way.
And Coach, you've been there. You seen all this YouTube stuff. Brother
Facts.
in heat. When I first started, man, it was always a challenge. But I knew that I had to keep going because I don't believe in. I get motivated when anybody's trying to shut me up. I go back 10 times harder, and I get just more raw with my content because I have a ruling class mentality. I was raised by a father who taught all of us to become leaders, to do for self, to not depend on so many people, to love your people. See, KNT Radio, he said that Chappelle turned down $50 million for his self-respect. You can't compare it to a man's greatness ever. You're right. Did you know that, Coach Joe, I think you've heard of this. Did you know that I think it was the company that he was working for, you know why he turned down that $50 million? They asked Dave Chappelle to, and this is what a lot of people said, like rumors. So I think it's true. But they wanted him to put on a dress. He's like, hell no, I ain't doing that. I'll act this way, I act that way on the skit, but I'm not putting on no dress.
He told Oprah he wasn't going to put on a dress.
Right. So he walked out of $50 million.
Well, people, from what I understand, DJ, people made that a part of the narrative. What it was about more than anything else is that he was losing control over his show, and he saw where it was going. The rappers say it this way: big bank take little bank. And that's what was going on. He was like, oh, no, I'm not going to play that game. No. I tell you what. Y'all know this is bull. I know this is bull. So I tell you what, I'm going to go left and let y'all sit in the bull by yourself. Bye. Well, but this money is, it's $50 million, David. You're not going to get this anywhere. Yeah, I got my passport. I'll holler at you later. Take care. I'm out. And see what a lot of people don't like about Dave. There are a lot of people that love Dave, but there's some people that don't like Dave. And some of the criticism I heard, the people who don't like Dave, is they don't like his raw truth. They don't see his genius. They think he's being mean. He said something at the end of this particular stand-up I thought was so beautiful. And he said, I'm going to stop talking. This is the last time I'm going to talk about the LGBTQ, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, last time I do this. He said, because I'm going to go away a while on this topic. He said, because I feel that the only reason to come back, I want to come back to this. And I'm going to come back when both of us are both know that we're both laughing at as a joke. Because some people want to try to make this be him, and they don't know Dave Chappelle. He's an amazing storyteller. He's got a great wit. He's one of these, if he was a juggler, he'd have 1,000 balls in the air. He's one of these great storytellers that can keep many balls in the air as he weaves his tail. He's an amazing, amazing dude. And he ain't no simp either. So just know, if a dude will walk away from $50 million, Twitter, you can take a hike.
Coach Joe. And shout out, before I say what I say, shout out to all the comments. Quell Davis, he said, shout out to the panel, RawTruth, on a touchy subject. We don't shout on anything here. Ashley Jassol says, comedians hold a mirror to society. So true.
Facts. If you're somebody that likes the truth and you love Dave, that new stand-up, well, I've seen it twice on Netflix, and I cried. I laughed so hard. I just love Dave's wit
But this
and
also
his
shows,
view.
Coach Joe, that people don't listen. They didn't
No,
listen.
not really.
They, they
Not
didn't
really.
listen to what he talk about. Daphne Dorm, who was a
Mm-hmm.
transgender comedian that sought him out.
What,
Had him.
what, 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 DJ? She wasn't really a comedian.
Oh,
She
he put her
liked
on.
comedy.
Right.
She liked comedy. Okay, and she used to go to Dave Chappelle's shows, and she liked his comedy, so she would sit on the front row and laugh like she was losing her mind,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how they became friends. And then he gave her an opportunity to open for him, and she bombed. She bombed because she's not really a comedian, but she's funny. You know, some people, yeah, it's a difference between being a comedian and being funny. So it was one of them kind of situations. But they became lifelong friends. And this was a transvestite 16 years ago that he met, that he said. So he has been the LGBTQ community has been a part of this man's life ever since he was a child doing stand up, because that's what's in the environment in the world that he entered into. See, let's talk real.
Mm-hmm.
People want to talk about something that they don't know nothing about. Again, not understanding context, they're not listening. All in their feelings, sensitive, want to be hurt. Like when we say Lonzo is not better than Lamelo. Oh my God, we're hating, we're dividing.
For
No,
telling the
no,
truth.
we're just looking with our eyes, and that's just how it is. But what I love about another thing I love about Dave is that he talks, he touches on subjects that are really, really, really controversial. Really things that people don't want to talk about outside of people they don't know. And many of them don't want to talk about it even around people that they know. They don't want to talk about a lot of these things Dave talks about, but they thinking it. And that's why I always say we're vibration more than just body. And so we communicate with our bodies and our energy before we say anything with our mind, with our mouths. And those that can pick up on frequencies and energy know this. Nobody has to tell you that they're upset. You can feel that they're upset. See, so Dave, so Dave is an amazing dude, and his life has taken him on a magical journey of humanity, of meeting a lot of people and a lot of stories, and it's just a beautiful thing, beautiful thing.
It's something we all must learn. He, I like what he said about. He said I don't need Twitter. I don't need these sites. They're not real. Social media. Like he doesn't live for that. He doesn't live for so. That's
Right.
power right there.
Yep.
And
Facts.
to go back to Daphne Dorn. Daphne Dorn life suicide, because you know why?
Ended
She
tragically
had,
through suicide. Yes.
because she was cool with Dave Chappelle. She started to get hate mail and people just saying this and stuff. So the same community was part of the reason she took her own life. Took her own life.
Mm-hmm.
And Dave talked
Yep.
about that. He talked about
Facts.
that. Again, that's why I said people they don't listen. They hear one thing and then they go off of a narrative. They look at old media press clippings.
Mm. Yeah, because
But
they keep
when
talking about some stuff that he gave, an interview he gave 16 years ago. I
right.
mean, not he gave, somebody wrote about him 16 years ago. How many of us knew this topic 16 years ago? Come on, this wasn't big in most people's lives like it is today.
Damn, that's sad.
So
Trent
that, you
Knight.
know,
Trent Knight pointed out something. Do you know why Coach Goodman got let go? It wasn't because he said something about black people. It was because he said something about the LGBT. So when he first said something, when they first found the email talking about us, he was still with the team.
No problems.
But when he was talking about those who are LGBT, it was over. And this is what Dave Chappelle was talking about in the skit. He talked about remember the baby situation, right? And he said,
that was so funny.
and if you watch the skit, you know what I'm talking about.
That's why I'm laughing, DJ. It was so funny.
The same thing applies to this. Ashley says they don't want to talk about the toxic part of these communities. One thing I learned in life, man, as a black man, you'd be surprised who don't respect us, who claims they are quote unquote allies. You'd be surprised. That's why I tell people all the time, I'm never surprised by anything, ever. And really, the reason why we brought up Dave Chappelle is we're analyzing and just when we talk about Lonzo, we describe his game. We're not doing it because we don't want him to be great. Shoot, if it was our way, we would like him to average 20 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. But that's just not his game. It's not his game.
Facts.
So don't mistake critiquing with hate. Ever.
And I understand when Rap God and KNT Radio and the other guys say, you guys say, y'all believe Lonzo's better than I see. I can understand why you would say that. Lonzo to me is, how do I say this? It's hard to say this. So wow, me stuck on words. Let me just say I understand. I get it. I can see a rationale behind it. I can. It's not. I don't think it's absurd. I don't, and I don't want to give that impression. I just think that it's not. It's not equally compared. See, there's a rule that I go by in coaching that I learned from one of my mentors a long time ago. And it goes like this. When you have a team and you've got veteran and young players and veterans, and people are fighting for positions, if two players are fighting for the same position and one is an upperclassman and one is a younger player, if they're even in their impact on the team and their skills, their abilities, if they're about even, not the same, but about even, the tie goes to the young person. And the reason the tie goes to the young person is for potential and more time. If a sophomore and a senior are even at the shooting guard and all those, when you evaluate, then the sophomore has to start. Even though the seniors play more varsity games and the seniors more experienced, I'm starting the young guy. I'm bringing the senior off the bench because when I bring the senior off, two reasons. The young guy has more potential. He's going to be there longer with me. I get to work with him more and I get to start his clock now. is to play play big boy basketball. And secondly, the senior is going to come off the bench with an attitude and come in, and he's ready to contribute as a sixth man, similar to stuff that you talked about, DJ, with Devontae Graham, and why you always wanted him to come off the bench. Same thing. So Mellow has to win because it's too close, and the growth clearly is in the direction and trending toward the younger guy, because the younger guy is already caught up to the older guy, and yet in less time and space and less years. So,
man, this is what we're touching on, as raw as it gets. Shout out to Dexterious Crockett. Thank you for tuning in. He said, keep up the good work, DJ and Coach Joe. Thank y'all for the love.
thank you, brothers. Appreciate it so much.
You know what? I know I haven't been on, because I'm gonna keep it real right now. I know I haven't been on Flight's channel and stuff, but thank you, brother, for tuning in. This is for all our people. No matter what channel you have, no matter if you root for Zoe or Lonzo or all, we all want the Ball brothers to do well. This is a topic that keeps it real for all circles. All circles. And when we touched on Dave Chappelle, that was the most important part of the discussion, because we showed unity, that we had Dave Chappelle's back no matter what. It's not about ego. It's not about being the head honcho. It's not about just being some king of YouTube. It's about giving the information to our people, building with ourselves, and showing love. Did you know, and Coach Joe, you probably had a hunch, you probably heard the press clippings. There was a lot of our brothers and sisters who said, if you cancel, not quote unquote cancel, if Netflix took Dave Chappelle out, like out of the his content out of there, right?
Mm-hmm.
That they would no longer subscribe to Netflix. This is true.
Oh, I can believe the only reason why they wouldn't cancel him is because of the bottom line. I don't think they have a horse in the race in that way. But if anybody's, but anybody that watches it, including myself, I didn't come away from that thing with anything other than a greater respect for Dave for being honest and telling the truth and sharing his story. I didn't come away with that he hates anybody or he's angry. I mean, I don't get it, but I do get it. I do get it. I don't get it, but I do get it. And I ain't gonna go into that part now. We'll do that another show because DJ, we should probably do a Dave Chappelle show and look at Dave Chappelle's comedy. And examine and go deeper into his commentary and his comedy as it relates to our world. I think that'd be great.
No, I think it would be great too. I'm still laughing in the comment, and I know it's all love when they say, "I'm surprised y'all touched on the subject." Man, we've been doing it for a year.
Yeah, we've been doing it for a minute.
We don't shy away. One thing I like about this stream, Coach Joe, the energy. I'm up now.
I love our family. I love the family over here.
I have so much appreciation for everybody. This is fun. This is rejuvenating, and we're great, man. We're supportive. We show love, man. And as for the Ball brothers, they've proved a lot of people wrong. They proved a lot of shines wrong. Remember, Coach Joe, they said that Lonzo wasn't going to get a good bag, that he was going to get less than, I heard some shit, he was going to get less than $13 million a year and stuff. That didn't happen. Remember when they said Lamelo wouldn't get drafted or Lamelo wouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
a first rounder, or
Mm-hmm.
or Lamelo's career was over when he joined the JBA. We heard all that crap,
Mm-hmm.
and for them to
Mm-hmm.
still rise above the hate and represent the name in the back of the jersey, not in the front. They did things their way.
Facts. Facts.
And
I think I would like to just touch on briefly, since we coming to an end, I imagine, here in a little bit. Um, uh, is Jello and Jello getting invited? Going to be in the draft. When is the draft, DJ?
I got to look it up. Good
The
question.
G League draft. I think the G League draft is coming up, uh, and I think Jello's is in it. So that means he has an opportunity to be picked by any team.
It's in G League draft. I'm trying to look. October 23rd.
October 23rd. Thank you. Trent Knight had just put it in when you said it, DJ.
Oh man.
So, so we're going to see um, the path that I said on DJ's Raw Truth, um, that I would like to have seen, I thought was best for Jello, and that's for Jello to go to the G League. I would like to see Jello playing. I think there's no substitute for playing. I think he's been away from the game, from organized basketball, for quite a while. And I think that the only thing that mitigates that and can give him a real opportunity to play at the next level, is if he gets out there and put some work in, and he gets some new tape, so people can stop talking about ancient Chinese history.
Talk to him, coach. Yeah.
You know, the boy can play. So I mean, he can play. He's an elite shooter. He's got great hands. He's got great feet. He's got a great catch and shoot ability. So Jello's got a lot to work with. Checks a lot of boxes. So I would like to see some of them, some recent, some stuff, some successes. Seeing Jello looking like he belongs in the NBA. Because if he belongs in the NBA and that's his path, nobody can stop him from getting there. See, because what the Most High has for you is for you. What ain't for you ain't for you. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
So,
If it's
coach,
for Jello to do this, he'll do it. Because here is an opportunity, and that's all you need is an opportunity. And it seems like he's going to get the opportunity. So those who want to see Jello in the league, then the fire has been lit again. We
exactly.
can look forward to the 23rd of October to see if Jello gets picked. Now, family. If Jello doesn't get picked on the 23rd, you will not hear Coach saying that it's a conspiracy.
I'm with you.
Okay, because this is all the teams. This is everybody can look at their needs, and he has to fit someone's needs, because this is about fit. Let's be honest. This is about fit. Those of you who have been taking the ride on the Mellowholic Express, you guys we've delved into it quite a bit since last year, about the game and how the game is played on the surface and then the game within the game. So we have a better understanding about what we're watching. So we know how difficult it is to come into the NBA and be productive when you've never been in the NBA. It's not an easy thing at all. It's very difficult for the best of them. So that's why I feel about Jello in the G League.
It is a man's game, Coach Joe. It
Mm.
is a man's game, and uh, Jello. I don't think a lot of people realize he's getting a lot of opportunity from summer league now, part of the G League draft. Uh, this is what everybody wanted. So
Mm.
I'm excited. I just want to see him play some type of basketball. I don't care if it's England, U.S., Timbuktu. Doesn't matter to me.
Mm. Me either. I want to see him play because to me, Jello is a talent. The things that Jello does well stand out. That means a lot to me, and I want to see it. I think the world deserves to see it. And so the fact that he's getting an opportunity, and in the words of Mellow, when they asked him about it at the press conference, he said he just got to keep playing, just keep at it, just keep at it, just keep at it,
Yep.
keep going, keep going, keep going. So. Uh, um, um, uh, 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 I think he's ready. I really do. I think he's ready. I think he's ready to take advantage of any opportunity that he's given right now. I think Jello's ready. I think he got a taste of summer league and in the summertime being up with Charlotte, what it is, what he needs to do. How can he make a squad? And I believe he has a better idea of it today than he had before the summer started. So I like Jello's chances. I'm just hoping he gets drafted.
Before I go, for those who are listening, Coach Joe, expert in counseling, um, money management, and crypto advice. Uh, if you need advice on anything, Coach Joe's the man for it. Hit me up on email, or on the comment section. If you need a request to my email, let me know. But Coach Joe is he's that guy. He's helped me through a lot of stuff, man. And it's good to have that wisdom through it all. And we appreciate you here at RawTruth, Coach Joe. We
Thank you
respect
so
our
much,
wisdom
DJ.
here.
Thank you so much, DJ. I appreciate that so much.
Yes, sir. I got his cash app up there so y'all see it, man. He's preaching today. And he's preaching today. Treat it
On
like
three and a
God.
half hours of sleep.
Woo.
On
Yeah, we're
three
gonna have
on
to.
three and a half hours of sleep, family.
And, and for those who are tuning in, I was gonna go and do the show by myself. But Coach Joe was letting me know, he said, man, this stream is important. Like, this is fun. The excitement that this topic had for Coach Joe meant a lot to him. So I just want
Thanks.
to let you know, Coach, we appreciate you.
Well, thank you, DJ, so much, and as right back at you as we appreciate the family. I felt bad a little bit, family. I got to tell you guys, I felt a little bit, a little bit of recrimination, a little bit, for not having a stream yesterday for Mellow's game because I so enjoyed them with you guys. But I mean, DJ talked about it, and we're going to start back when the season actually starts. They have one more game tomorrow. They play Dallas,
Mm-hmm.
and so we got Mellow and Luca. So that ought to be very interesting.
And Coach Joe, are you able to put comments in the comment section?
I don't think so.
Uh, can you give the email so they can reach you?
I can.
Yeah.
It's B as in boy, A
Right.
as in apple, S as in Sam, E as in Edward. That's base like BASE.
Mm-hmm.
C as in cat, A as in apple, T as in Tom, base cat, which stands for basketball wildcats. I just split them up, and
Mm-hmm.
because this stuff is in my blood. So base cat, the number 8, Kobe Bryant's first number 8 at yahoo.com.
Is it case sensitive? Does it need to be
None
capitalized?
of it, nothing is sensitive.
Okay.
Nothing to say.
Basecat8@yahoo.com.
Yep.
This is where you can reach Coach Joe. I'm gonna pin it
There
so
it is right there. Yep.
yeah, right here. I'm gonna pin it so everyone can get in contact with Coach Joe. If you have any questions about life, about anything, Coach Joe is here to help. And
And just know, family, that anything that you would tell me in that capacity is private.
right.
Nobody will know about it, or is it their business? So you have to worry about anonymity and an oath, because it's right there. We don't do none of that type of stuff. This is for our people. This is real, and this is from the Most High. He trained me from a child to be prepared to as the stage of my life now to be able to do this, to be able to know the difference, that it's not me, that it's the Most High channeling through me. And when the Most High is using you, and you're allowing yourself to be open to the Most High, then all answers are available to you. All questions are asked, can be answered.
Yes,
There is
indeed.
no confusion. So,
Yeah, amazing stream, Coach Joe.
well, DJ, you said this last night when we talked last night. You said you're really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great stream, and it's been a great stream.
I had a feeling, man. You know, when the Most High gives you the vision and just the
Mhm.
energy, yeah, I felt it. I said this stream is going to change the game. We're going to break it all the way down for the subs, man, for the Zoes, the Mellowholics, in a way that they could understand the player they're rooting for. And you
A
even
little
heard
better.
us the objective of our favorite player. We're big fans of Lamelo,
Mm. Mm.
but we broke his game down.
Facts. Because we all can get better.
Exactly.
We all can improve. We all got blind spots. We all can
And
improve.
look at this. Look at the love the chat is, man. That's what it's all about. This is what it's all about.
Facts.
Peace and blessings to everybody. Y'all have a great day. Share the video. Y'all know how YouTube is. Like, continue to represent that raw truth, because everybody got some raw truth in them. It's in your spirit. It's in your spirit. Coach Joe, you want to say anything before we roll?
Well, I just want to always make sure that the family, and we acknowledge in all of our beingness the sacrifices and the time and the effort that you put in, DJ, to make this possible for all of us to have an opportunity to come like this. This is a beautiful thing. See, the Most High has to use someone, and he chose DJ to use for this, and DJ said yes, but it doesn't come easy. It takes effort, and it takes a lot of energy, and so we want to thank you, DJ, as always, for all that you do to make this what it is. I want to thank the family for coming in. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for coming in, bringing your comments, your energy. Remember this, it may look like a name or a comment, but this is more than that. This is a love being activated, around sports and life and our people. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And so I thank you for coming into the chat like you do, and taking a stand and being active. Appreciate you hitting the likes and the subscribe buttons and all that good stuff. And I like to end with what I always like to end with, is what a term I learned in Africa called, when I lived there for a while, called Ubuntu. And it means simply, because of me, you are, because of you, I am. We are one. Blessings.
Peace, love, raw truth. We love you all. Have a great day and stay blessed. And we're out.